Hi, I am Kristen Bush. I am 37 years old. I'm from Arlington, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Memphis, Tennessee. And I am about to give you a glimpse into what goes on in my mind, which is scary because I always have songs going through my head. So if ever there was a perfect forum for me to display my talents, it is your show. So thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I would be the ideal contestant. I was very happy to read on your website when I was getting all the instructions for submitting my video application that it is not a singing contest, because as musically inclined as I like to think I am, I cannot sing, but I do it every day anyway. So I grew up a child of the 70s and the 80s, and one of my favorite shows was Sesame Street. And one of my all-time favorite songs is Sing, Sing a Song, and particularly the line, "Don't worry if it's not good enough for anyone else to hear, just sing, sing a song." So that's a nice mantra for someone like me who loves music but can't sing, as you can tell from that little ditty. But it doesn't stop me, not at all. For as long as I can remember, I have this knack. Some people call it a quirk. I call it a skill and a talent for remembering song lyrics, and not only that, remembering the artist, the year it was popular, and what I was doing in my life at the time. So being a child of the 70s and the 80s, as you can imagine, I also associate things like fashion, what was going on in the world. The 80s were just chock full of noteworthy events and fashion. Yeah, the 80s get a bad rap, but I think, at least for me, it's just, you look back on that decade and there are so many things that I remember musically, particularly one-hit wonders. And it's nice when the one-hit wonders can incorporate fashion into their one hit. That artist called Taco, I'm sure you remember him. He had a big hit called Putting on the Ritz, about fashion. And I remember his music video, which probably cost maybe $40 to $50, and lots of tap dancing. But I think that song was something like this: "If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz." Yep. And as a matter of fact, that just reminded me that there was a some kind of show on during the 80s called Putting on the Hits, which was not really a talent competition because all they had to do was lip sync. But I remember back then just thinking, I could do that, and that was like age 12, 13. So imagine at age 37, when y'all create a show like this, I am completely chomping at the bit to get on your show. Have I mentioned that? I am married with a 5-year-old daughter, and I'm actually in her room right now filming this because she so wanted to be included in the video, and I told her, nope, this is all about Mom. When I thought I would film it in here. And also, this is my family. It's my husband Corey. He's another child of the 80s, and Paige is 5 years old. And when we were at her dance program, I heard her telling her teacher what she was going to dress up as for Halloween, which was some kind of princess or something. And then she chimed in, "And my mommy's dressing up like Beyonce," which was completely news to me. But what that does is show you how much music is important to not only me, but to my daughter. We get in the car, and when I'm driving her to school, and she says, "Mommy, dance like Beyonce." So that's what we do. So I am very, very optimistic. I think if you see my video and you read my application, you will see what a great, enthusiastic contestant I would be. To me, I mean, obviously the money is important, but more than anything else, this is something that absolutely was created for people like me. This game show is so much fun to watch, and I can only imagine how thrilling it would be to be on stage with Wayne Brady and just singing those songs. So again, Kristen Bush, 37 years old, Arlington, Tennessee. I would love to meet you. Thank you very much. Okay, I said earlier that I wouldn't let my daughter be on this videotape because it's all about Mom, but My dog Gus really wants you to hear him sing, so here he is. Maybe during Sweeps Week y'all could do Don't Forget the Lyrics Canine Edition. Some suggested songs would be Atomic Dog, Bow Wow Wow, Yippee-Yo, Yippee-Yay, Bow Wow, Yippee-Yo, Yippee-Yay. Anything Snoop Dogg, although that probably couldn't be on national television. Who Let the Dogs Out, obvious choice. But anyway, here's Gus. Gus! Don't forget the lyrics.